The success of any speech does not only depend on its content and components, but also on the way it is delivered in front of the audience. We will talk about the principles of speech delivery right after this. Good day, dear learners. This is Renette from Teaching Learning English. Welcome back to our oral communication class. For those of you who haven't yet watched our oral communication topics, just go to the playlist section and you will see all topics related to oral communication. We have the saying, save the best for last. Hooray! This is it. We have reached to the final topic of our oral communication. How is your oral communication? Do you consider yourself a potential speaker? I hope so. Do you believe that speaking is an art? Of course, yes it is. And for today's topic, we will focus on the principles of speech delivery. Our lesson objectives are the following. At the end of the lessons, you are expected to determine the physical and vocal aspects of speech delivery and apply the rules and conventions in orally interpreting a particular speech. You have already prepared a good content, outline, but how to deliver? Look at the reaction of these people. Oh, they got bored, sleepy. What do they mean? The speaker was not able to capture the interest of the audience. We don't like that to happen. A good speaker must make sure the message comes across the audience using the best channels. That's why you need to know some tips and tricks on how to deliver your speech. What is delivery? It refers to the actual presentation of the speech. It consists of vocal and physical elements. So, what are the common features that you have observed among TV presenters or broadcasters? One is their voice. Their voice is well modulated and they are presentable, meaning pleasing. Vocal and physical elements are essentials in speech delivery. When we say vocal elements, it includes the speaker's voice, pitch, rate, volume, articulation, pronunciation. The physical or bodily aspects include the speaker's posture, movement, gestures, eye contact, facial expressions. These are the elements that you need to know. Let's discuss them one by one. Now let's proceed to the vocal elements. The first is voice. We may say that there are people who are gifted with great voice like TV broadcasters. But I know that with great training, their voice has also enhanced. Our voice can be developed. That's why singers have vocal training. In English language, we also have vocal training. The next element is pitch. This vocal elements refers to the highness or lowness of sounds. We don't want to hear a monotone speech. Pitch is the art of speaking. For example, we can have different pitch when we say, good morning, good morning. We say, good morning, good morning. It depends. The next is the rate. Rate of speech is the number of words an individual utters on 1 minute. It should not be too fast nor too slow. I talked about this in my previous video, and the most ideal of speaking rate falls somewhere between 115 to 150 words per minute. Others say at least 140. Try to practice it. The next is the volume. It is the intensity or loudness and softness of your voice. Storytellers need to master this. This one is my microphone. This adds quality to my video. How soft and how loud. This also part of emphasis. One thing more is the articulation. This refers to the clarity and enunciation of your words, phrases, and sentences in a speech. When your words are not clear, the audience will not understand your message. Another vocal element to consider is, you guess, pronunciation. Pronunciation describes the combination of vowels, consonants, syllables, and accent a speaker uses to emphasize specific words. Well, it can't be denied that since we are second language speakers, we can't perfectly pronounce and our accent may vary. But we will always try our best to pronounce at least common words correctly. I have to admit I still have so many things to learn in pronunciation. How about you? I'll give you common mispronounced words such as committee, adolescent, laboratory, rose. We don't pronounce that as rose. One thing more, most of us are not particular with short I and long I. Like will. We always say, I will go there. Feel or fill. I can't feel that you fill in my needs. Anyway, so much from the examples. Let's not forget the pause, emphasis, and phrasing. Pauses are breaks or interruptions in speech that separates thoughts and ideas. Please be aware of short and long pause. When you see punctuation marks, pause. I have noticed that most high school students overlook punctuation marks. We always say, once upon a time, you pause. There lived a beautiful princess. You don't say, once upon a time there lived a beautiful princess. There is pause, emphasis, and know the phrasing. When you utter the word beautiful, there is emphasis. Let's proceed to the physical elements. According to Fletcher and Khrushchev in 2001, they said that a speaker's appearance or physical attractiveness can significantly enhance a speaker's persuasive influence. Wow! That's why you should look good in front of the people. First thing first is eye contact. It is our culture that when we talk to a person, we should maintain eye contact. Well, it is also culture-based. But in speech delivery, it is important to have eye contact. This is one way to establish rapport with your audience. That's why I try my best to look at the lens because I want to maintain eye contact to you as much as possible. Our Toastmasters look at their audience, of course. You have to consider the arms and hands, even the angle and how you move our hands and arms. You should not put your hands inside the pocket while talking. What can you observe while they are speaking? Their hands add emphasis. While other speech coaches have a long explanation about using hand gestures, but in general, the movement of the arm and hand signals grace and purpose. Of course, our shoulders should also be taken into consideration. When you shrug our shoulders, this connotes doubt, implies negative. Well, it depends upon the context of your message. In other words, shoulders add meaning to delivery. What more? Good posture includes standing up straight with feet apart and shoulders squared facing the audience. No to slouching. Have you noticed that models, TV personality, and beauty queens have good posture? Because experts believe that good posture signals vitality, courage, authority, and belief in a worthy purpose. The way you walk adds beauty. Our beauty queens have different style of walking. There is a slow-mo walking or cobra walk. Name them all. Look at how Toastmasters take their walk while talking. Movements may attract attention and may excite visual senses. If needed, you must get out of the lectern to be visibly available for the audience. And one last thing is your facial expression. Body language play a big role in speech delivery. Women always say that kilay or eyebrow is life. In delivery, your eyebrow is important too. Whatever the expression may be, facial expressions help establish the speaker's sincerity and the audience acceptability of the message being conveyed. Have we missed something? So the question is, how important are vocal and physical elements in speech delivery? I'm sure you have now the answers. I want to hear your speech presentation one of these days. Promise? Remember that speech oral interpretation is a personal way of pulling words from a speech and giving life to it through the speaker's voice and body. You can speak well if your tongue can deliver the message of your heart. That's according to John Ford. If you find this video useful, please like, share, and subscribe. Happy learning, everyone! See you!